I brought a bag. Good morning. Happy Easter. Good to see you all. I have a bag. I brought gifts. Some of you know what these gifts are. You've seen them already. I brought rocks for everyone. Everyone gets a rock. You know what that is? Yeah? Some of you know what this is. Have a rock. Have a rock. You pass some behind you? You want a rock too? A rock. Oh. We have a few more over here. Pass the rocks over. You know, on Friday, we remembered when Jesus died on the cross. And death is always a sad thing, isn't it? Yeah? Oh, I got a hammer too. Ooh. Death is always a sad thing. Death makes many people sad. Even Jesus' death was sad. One man who was named Joseph, just like Jesus' dad's name, right? Yeah. So this man named Joseph, he was Joseph of Arimathea. He took Jesus' body down off the cross and buried it in a tomb. Do you guys know what a tomb is? Now, some of you what's a tomb? A circle, but tall. A circle, but tall? Like a cave. Yeah, it's like a small cave. It's like a small cave, and it was a place where they would put people who had died. And so they put Jesus' body in this tomb, and then they put a rock like this, except for much bigger, over the tomb. And so they put Jesus' body in this tomb where this rock was, and they cover it up. And what do you think about rocks? Feel this rock. You feel your rock? Rocks, they're hard, right? They're rough. They're bouncy. Okay. Yeah, but they're also lifeless. Like, they can't move on their own. I can sit it here and look at it, and it's just going to do nothing and nothing. There's no life inside here. Jesus' body was put inside a rock, and it appeared lifeless too, except for Jesus made a promise. Jesus made a promise. He promised his disciples, he said that death will not be the end, that he will come back to life. And he also made his disciples another promise. He said to them, he said, if my disciples are quiet and aren't celebrating and joyful, even the rocks will start coming to life and celebrating with joy. That was one of the promises he said on Palm Sunday. He said, if everyone's not shouting out with joy, even the rocks are going to start coming to life and shouting for joy. Feel your rocks. Do you feel any life inside them? You think so? Do these stones feel alive? It's just sitting there. It's not doing anything. Jesus was buried behind a stone like this, except for much bigger. But on Easter Sunday, God did something new. I need one more thing in my bag. I got a sock. Ew. I got a sock. God filled the stone that Jesus was lying in with the light of life. And that light shined inside that stone and made it glow all over so that every part of it shined with the light of life until even Jesus' body was full and glowing of the light of life. And what do you think we'll find inside the tomb when we go look inside of it? You think so? We got to find out here. Let's see.
That didn't break the sock. Oh, I know it.
Ooh. You've broken a couple of these before? Here, let me see. Ooh. Oh. Look at this. When the women went inside the tomb, they didn't find Jesus' body, but they found that the tomb was full of the light of life, shining so brightly that it looked like two angels standing before them. And the angels shining like this, said to the women, "Why do you look for the dead, living among the dead? Jesus isn't here. Jesus is alive." And these geodes, the inside of these geodes, remind me of the resurrection. That even though on the outside they look dead and lifeless, on the inside they are shining with the light of creation. And in the same way, we find out today that even though on the outside of the tomb we thought Jesus was dead, when we came inside, we found out that the light of life still shines today in this world, and that God's light is still shining and Christ is still alive with us today. Now, you all can take yours home, and your adults can help you break them. I recommend a hammer and a sock so things don't get messy, but you can break yours at home later today. We're not going to break them right now, but instead we're all going to join together and say, "Alleluia! Christ is alive.
Christ is alive.
Amen."
Amen.
Thank you all for coming up.
Thank you for joining us. Be sure to like if you heard good news and subscribe to stay up to date on the latest message. Peace be with you.